Welcome back to the Next Generation podcast. Today we're joined by a very ambitious and very inspiring brother, and he is the brain and minds behind Urbane Detailing, Lit Meets DFW, and What-A-Jerky. Ismaeel, how you doing?
Good, are you?
I'm doing good. Alhamdulillah, just chilling, And as I was introducing you, I was just like, man, that's like three different things and three different brands and kind of like products that you've kind of created. And um, it's so what kind of inspired you to be like, let me just do things. Let me just like not, just sit here and play video games all day long and just do all those regular things that us young people be wasting our lives doing. What inspired you to actually do something and create something?
So it pretty much started when I was 14, and I really wanted a car. By the time I was 16,
Mm.
and my dad wouldn't let me buy a car. Like he wouldn't give me money to buy a car,
Uh-huh.
so I had to make it myself. And at 14, no one's gonna hire you. So
That's
I
true.
started selling jerky because that's the only thing I knew how to make.
Okay. Okay. So jerky, that's interesting. So you got your start with making jerky and selling jerky, and how exactly did you, because jerky is something that's easily accessible. So how did you turn it into something that people would buy from you instead of just going to Seven
So
Eleven?
I was selling to a specific market. I was selling to Muslims. We only eat halal meat, and we can't get the meat that's at a 7-Eleven or Target. So I'm selling towards that market, but there's also a lot of halal jerky for that market. There's no halal jerky that's like organic, it's grass fed, it's preservative free, nitrate free. So I just took that entire market, but uh, when I was 14, there's no other company doing it. I was the only one.
Wow. Okay. And you were making the jerky yourself?
Yeah.
Man. Okay. All right. And once you, well, now the next question, because you said that this is because this stemmed from your desire to buy a car. So were you able to, from your jerky sales, were you able to get enough money to buy a car?
Yeah, so I was attending like different Muslim conferences like ICNA and ISNA,
Mm.
just traveling around America and selling at those conferences. And then after like I think 3 conferences, I was able to afford a car at 16.
Wow. Oh, well, that's that is pretty cool. Actually, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I've known you for a while, but I didn't know that you're able to, or your jerky sales were able to help you buy a car, or you were able to buy a car from your jerky sales. Because to be honest, this whole time, like I saw your stuff, I saw your Instagram post or something like that, advertising your jerky. I thought you were just selling to like friends, like you had like maybe one or two buyers here and there, but you were selling to Muslims all over the country, huh?
So most of my orders, like after the conference, I get a lot of orders, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Most orders would come outside of Texas, outside of Dallas.
Mm. Okay.
A
Interesting.
lot in like Canada for some reason.
Canada. Okay. That kind of makes sense because I've heard a lot of things about the Muslim community in Canada, and the Muslim community here in Dallas is kind of like oversaturated with most things because they're just like, oh yeah, we got all these halal markets here, we have all these masajid, we have all these conferences, we have all these programs and whatnot. So ye- that kind of makes sense thinking about it because this is an oversaturated market, and then the other markets and whatnot are just like, oh, well, we're not oversaturated over here. Let's, yo, brother, let me get some. Let me get some. Speaking of which, like, yeah, I feel like I need some. I feel like there should be a package of jerky waiting for me after this.
I mean, October 30th, I have October 30th at Valorant Food Festival. I have a
Mm.
booth over there,
Okay.
so I'll
Okay.
let you get some samples before it gets out.
I like that. I like that. I'm happy with this arrangement. Okay. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. But that's awesome to hear, and that takes a lot of insight and also foresight to just look into like, okay, this is something I can do, this is also something that's needed, and this is the way I can do it to make it so it's really catered towards certain people and certain audience who are willing to help me out in a way that they don't even realize that they're helping me out as much because they're really just doing it to benefit themselves. But Allah put barakah in it and Allah bless those efforts for you. I mean.
I mean,
So now that was water jerky, and that was only one of the three things that you've got going for you. So talk to me about what came first? Was it Lit Meets DFW or was it Urbane Detailing?
yeah, so Lit Meets DFW was first. So I did water jerky between 14
Uh huh.
and about like 16, 17. And then I got a job at, I think I had a job at AutoZone and Layback Burgers for a little bit.
Okay.
And in that time, I was hosting car meets from about like 17 to 19.
Okay. And that is Lit Meets DFW. Those were the car meets that you were
Yeah.
hosting. Okay.
So I'd go to local coffee shops around Dallas because
Mm-hmm.
I'd much rather support like smaller local coffee shops. And uh, I love coffee. Like I absolutely love making coffee.
Alhamdulillah.
So I like creating awareness for other coffee shops around Dallas that aren't as popular that have
That's
amazing
disgusting. But
coffee.
go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you talk about your coffee. Go ahead, man.
I love chai too. I love tea,
Okay,
but
I can respect that. I
there's
respect that.
not a lot of great. I've only hosted a car meet at two tea shops.
So you just racist towards the tea, huh? You decide to give all your efforts and energy and advertisement to the coffee, and you forget about the tea, huh?
Thing is, tea is a lot more niche than coffee.
Eh, I guess it depends on who you're talking to. But okay, okay. But so you were hosting it, or you were going to different coffee shops, huh?
Yeah, so it'd be like a new coffee shop every month, and there's four meets a month every Friday.
Hmm. Okay.
I had something called Cars and Boba for a little bit
Mm.
at Foodalicious in Carrollton,
Mm-hmm.
and then at Share Tea in Carrollton. So they would give us a low discount, and I would just set up a meet outside. I wouldn't get any profit from it for the most part. I would
Mm-hmm.
just be able to advertise my business.
Mm.
Uh, I started doing urbane detailing while doing that at the same time. And I was able to like set up a little booth and give out business cards and do like demo detailing and stuff like that.
Hmm. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And do you still have any of those, relationships today? Like where you just go to this certain coffee shop and be like, "Hey, y'all know me from this. I want to host an event here. Can we have like the same setup, the same deal and arrangement?"
Yeah, so I think I'm hosting another one. I'm not gonna be hosting a coffee shop. I'm hosting one at Cluckin and Chicken Wing Spot in
Oh.
Carrollton. But those car meets help me network like crazy,
Mm.
especially from going from like a homeschooler where the only people you see is your parents and your friends, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't meet new people whatsoever, and then going into car meets, it
Mm.
just really like bursts your bubble and helps you talk to other people and network so much quicker.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And networking, you don't realize how important networking is when you're young. But once you start, like, you get into college and then you start looking for internships, and then after that, you start looking for jobs and whatnot, then you be like, dang, I should have spent a little more time on this because now I'm really struggling. But yeah, that's really important. That's really cool that you were able to get that and get that going and that you were able to get those results. So now I'm kind of curious. So talk to me about cars. Like what made you interested in cars and what developed this? It seems like you have a passion for cars. I mean, if you
Oh, I
just
absolutely
detailing
love
cars,
cars.
yeah, you have car meets, and I think you have a couple cars right now, right?
Actually, I don't have any cars right now.
Ooh,
I got rid of all my cars. I
dang.
had a
So
car
what
for
happened? You broke up
months.
with them? What happened, brother?
Yeah, pretty much.
Dang.
Uh, I usually love Japanese cars, and I bought a BMW, and that didn't work out so well.
Ah, Beamers.
Yeah,
I see, I see. So she broke your heart, huh?
yeah, I spent way too much money on that car in too little time.
Dang,
It was not worth it.
that's tough. But inshallah, you got something better coming. Inshallah, you got something better
Yeah,
coming.
inshallah. I'm just gonna go get one of the other cars I've had, and
Hmm.
that I need a reliable car now.
Mm. Okay. So now you're shifting from more about, oh, this car is super cool, this car is super nice, it looks
Oh no, no, it's
awesome and
gonna be
amazing.
cool.
Oh, it's still gonna be super cool.
Yeah, I just need something that will get me through college, get a job, and
Okay.
get married,
Mm,
and stay there and not break down on the side of the highway every other week or so.
mm, okay. I see. I see. But then, so that being said, let's go back to what got you into cars in the first place.
So I've always loved cars. All my uncles have had really cool cars. My dad has had cool cars.
Mm-hmm.
No one actually worked on their cars.
Mm,
Out of my family, I'm the only one that actually works on my cars and does my own maintenance and repairs and all that.
mm-hmm.
And I just like thoroughly enjoy just it's like Legos to me. It's like
Huh.
you take these things off and you get a different result and you put these different things on and you get totally new creation that not a lot of people have done before.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just like fabricate and literally do whatever you want and you have like so many different outcomes. It's crazy.
That's interesting. You said cars are like Legos.
They're so modular, it's amazing.
Wow. Okay. That's a very interesting perspective. Cars are like Lego. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Like I used to think
Yeah, I have
that
a friend
Legos
that's
were.
a
Go ahead.
I have a friend that's a Lego guy that I was talking to yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to talk to him about how to fix his cars, how to put it in perspective of Legos.
Mm. And that helped him.
Yeah, he likes cars a lot more now.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I always thought that Legos always seemed kind of cool to me growing up, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't got the patience for this. I don't got the patience. I don't got the creativity. Like, you want me to build this whole Death Star, and I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna stack these blocks and make it like a little tower, and then that's all I'm gonna do. That's the extent of my creativity and my fun with Legos. But I guess it makes sense when you say that. But cars are definitely a little more complicated than Legos, right?
Not really.
What? You're gonna have to
It's
elaborate
more
on
like it's like I don't know how to put it into words. It's more like once you're working on it,
that. Mm,
you feel it. It's yeah, sure they have an engine and you'll die if you don't do some certain things right. But you can make it really simple by starting small. You just start with the basic stuff and then just go from there. Like change out
mm,
the exhaust with different like mufflers and resonators and different piping, and you
mm,
get different sounds. Play with that for a little bit and switch over to your intake, how your engine pulls in air, and switch
mm,
to like a long intake versus a short intake. See
mm,
how that messes with how much power you get, stuff like that.
mm. Okay, okay. I'm not a car guy, so I have no idea what you just said, but it sounded pretty interesting. But
All it is like how does this car give me different results? Like
okay.
will it give me more power or less power? Stuff like that.
Now that you've dumbed it down for me, now I understand. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But no, now that you mentioned that, do you ever see yourself like building your own car?
I've thought about it a lot. There's a lot that goes into it. I have a whole spreadsheet on how much it costs and how much work there is, how many hours I'm gonna have to put in.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that hard, but it's just a lot of hours and you need a lot of like knowledge, which I don't have yet.
Okay. Inshallah, you'll get that. Yeah, inshallah, you'll get that as you
Yeah, also
keep on tinkering.
you need a lot of money,
Inshallah, you'll get that too.
inshallah.
Yeah, keep going down this entrepreneurial path, and inshallah, you'll get that as well. Um, okay, cool, cool, cool. So, I know you said you like Japanese cars. I know you said that the Beamer broke your heart. I apologize for that. Uh, but what would you say is your favorite car?
Favorite car that I've owned or favorite car, period.
Period. All time. Greatest of all time.
Probably a Nissan S14 Silvia. It's a 1996 Nissan Silvia.
Hmm.
It's widely known as a drift car.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They
Cool.
just sound so good, they look so good, they drive so good. To me, there's like nothing wrong with it except that it's kind of old.
Have you ever driven one?
I've worked on them before. I haven't driven one yet.
Mm. Oh, inshallah. drama.
I have a racing simulator that I've driven it on, but not in real life.
So for now, you're just like playing the simulator and dreaming, and you're just making dua. You just pray and be like,
I
oh,
mean, it's not
you get one
expensive.
of
They're
those
actually really cheap.
Sylvias. Really?
They're actually really cheap, but I, c- I can't justify having two cars
Mm,
and not having my own place.
that's reasonable. That's reasonable. I feel like your parents would have fun going to town on you for that.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Parents are good at that. They're good at keeping us in check when we try to do dumb things. Alhamdulillah, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
That's a blessing. Well, okay, okay. Nissan Sylvia. I've never actually heard of that car before. I'll have to do some research after
Um,
this.
so I don't really watch anime. I know you're a big anime fan,
Hey,
but
hey, 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 hey. We're not talking about me right now.
you know a lot more about anime than I do. I've
Uh-huh.
only watched two animes in my life,
Mm.
and I kind of quit at the fifth episode of Naruto, so I don't even know if it counts. But
You'd catch a
Initial
lot of
D,
flack for that.
yeah, Initial
There's a
D is a
Nissan
car
Sylvia and
anime.
Initial D?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never seen it before, but I've heard good things about that one. Especially like the racing aspect and drifting aspect or something. But I've never seen that one. But maybe I'll look into it. Maybe I'll look into it. And hey, I'm not an anime fanatic. Okay, I'm not a weeaboo. I get
I
out
mean
of the
your
house. I talk to
elements.
people. No, but alhamdulillah, for all of those things, there's some good and some bad and whatnot. And yeah, you just gotta make sure you balance things out. As you
I
mentioned,
just don't have the attention span to watch TV. I don't. I read books. I don't like TV.
you don't have the attention span to watch TV, but you have the attention span to read books.
Yeah, well, attention span as in the TV goes too fast for me. I like something
Mm.
that's slower.
Oh, that's interesting.
I like Star Wars. I like Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter's is still a bit fast paced, but the books, I like the books.
Very, very interesting. That's like polar opposite to my preferences because I end up like even if it's something a show that I enjoy, I'll still watch it at 2 times speed. And if it's a slow paced show, like at one point I was watching, I decided I'm gonna rewatch Pokemon. So slow pace, it was ridiculous. It
Oh
was
yeah,
so slow
Pokemon is
paced I could
slow.
watch that at 3.5 times speed and still understand what they were saying clearly. So I'm just like, what in the world? How are they speaking normally if I can watch this at 3.5 times speed? So I slowed it down, and it was like, Pikachu, use Thunderbolt. And I was like, oh my god, how
I
did
forgot
I?
about that.
This is why kids are so stupid because we watch Pokemon. This is what happened to our brains.
Actually, I named my BMW, my Mini Cooper, Little Charizard, because it like shoot out these like big, huge, hot fireballs.
I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah, I had a little Charizard sticker in the rear window. It's really
Woo!
cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Shoot, but you don't have the Mini Cooper anymore, huh?
Oh no.
Dang. So you just did little Charizard dirty. That's
I mean, Charizard kind of blew up three
oh
times.
dang. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, alhamdulillah, you're okay. That's what's important.
I mean,
Charizard died on you.
nothing happened to me. Yeah.
Hmm. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. That's definitely something to be grateful for. Okay. Okay. Well, let's move on to bigger and bigger and better things, inshallah. So, from the car meets that you've pioneered, you said that you were able to do a lot of networking and it's helped you with your business and whatnot. So what else have you gained from those car meets and whatnot? Like what kind of experiences and what kind of connections that were more valuable than just let's say, okay, now this dude is gonna be a customer.
Yeah, so I got an amazing network off of that,
Mm-hmm.
not for not just for cars, but
Mm-hmm.
for school.
Mm.
A lot of people from there are actually like run big companies and have given me internship opportunities from that.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
that was one amazing part. And then second amazing part is I got to meet a whole bunch of random different people who do different things. It's
Mm.
a similar benefit, but they've all taught me like interesting parts of their trades. And one of them actually like built cars for people. Like that's just what he did. Like someone said, I want a car and I want it to look like this and I want to have this much power. And
Hmm.
he would just build it from scratch for them.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I learned like how to like fabricate body parts to build a car or and to like fix your car and stuff like that.
Hmm. Now you got me
It's
thinking that
like
I need
really
to start
interesting.
going to car meets. Wow. Okay. Yeah, like that's. I guess that's definitely one of the benefits to, getting out of your comfort zone and talking to people and engaging with people because you can. There's a lot that you can learn from people if you just decide to open yourself up to it and take the time to be open-minded. There's a lot of benefit that you can gain, but at the same time, you can completely and totally miss out on that benefit if you just decide I'm not going to interact with these people. Maybe I'll show up, but I'll just sit in the corner and I'll just relax, and people will try to talk to me, and I'll be like, no, I want my coffee, as disgusting as it tastes. I don't know, bro. Any single time I mention coffee, I gotta throw some shade. I just gotta do it. I can't have coffee
See,
brought up to me without doing it.
I could have tea, but I need to have it after I have my coffee.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. May Allah forgive you for that.
Unless it's like unless I'm like in Jordan or
Mm.
anywhere in the Middle East and they give me mint tea, I'm not gonna say no to that.
Oh yeah, you better not. That's like, shoot. If
With
you say
like
no to the mint tea, and over there,
10 cubes of sugar.
even though it has all that sugar, shoot. But still, if you say no to that, it's gonna be grounds for a lot of problems. A lot of problems. You might not make it back. You might not make it back. That's that level of insult.
And the Turks take it really personally.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But the Turks is with their coffee though, right?
No, they're apple tea.
Apple tea?
Yeah, everywhere we went, they're like apple tea, or which was the other one? Or pomegranate tea. Yeah,
Hmm.
I have. Yeah, actually, you'd like my tea collection I bought from Turkey. I have a huge, massive tea collection.
We're gonna have to link up one of these days, and we're gonna have to explore the tea collection. That's good. That's
Yeah.
gonna have to happen, inshallah. Okay. Okay. So, mashallah, that's to be honest, that's like it's really insightful to see all the different benefits that you can just simply get from networking. And to be honest, like if you were to think about it and looking back on it right now, like you gained a lot of benefits from this networking and through all these different things that you've been doing. But when you started the car meets, did you ever think that you would be able to gain benefits like internships or gaining knowledge and from these aspects and just people
That
kind of
wasn't
like
even my
mentoring you?
intention.
Mm.
My sole intention was to create car meets that were relaxed and quiet because most car meets are not, and
Mm.
to just let everyone know about these coffee shops that don't really get a lot of attention.
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. Man, when it's amazing just to see like you make a simple intention or even a simple intention but a good one, and then you like put some effort into it, and you just watch as Allah puts blessings in it, and He just grows it and just makes it grow and flourish and turns it into something beautiful that you never even expected. And then you think about it just like, dang, I didn't even do that. Like I wasn't even trying to do that, and then this is how it turned into. It's like, wow, that's such a blessing. That's such a blessing. It's not even. I can't even be like praise myself for it because I didn't do it. SubhanAllah. That's amazing right there. And now you definitely got me thinking that I gotta attend some car meets or just I don't
I
know,
don't
start
think you
something like
want
that.
to.
No?
It's the bottomless pit.
Oh,
Once you go
word.
to one, you're gonna be like, I want to do something to my car now. You
Mm.
have a Versa, right? You have a Nissan Versa,
I had a Sentra, but then
Sentra, yeah.
Sentra got wrecked, so now I have a
Uh,
Toyota Solara. Alhamdulillah, nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt. But
Solara?
yeah,
What year?
it, that's the car guy in here. It's a 2006. It's a 2006 manual Solara. That's
Oh,
the
you got a manual car. Wow.
yeah, alhamdulillah. This was my
Yeah, I'm
first
sorry.
manual. I learned how to drive manual when I bought this car, so it took a while to get used to it. I stalled a couple 100,000 times. Yeah, but no, I enjoy it. It's fun.
They
It's
have a, yeah, you should definitely not go to a car meet now because Solaris have an insane amount of potential.
Oh, word?
And once you start modifying it, it's never going to stop.
Huh. Good to know. Good
Oh,
to
yeah, and then don't watch Initial D either.
know. You're just gonna be down the rabbit hole, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I'll, yeah, okay. I'll take that advice. I'll take that advice. I appreciate that. And my brother's been trying to convince me to, do some mods. Even when I had the Sentra, he was trying to convince me to do some mods onto my car and whatnot. And with this, he's trying to tell me all these things like, oh, get this fixed, and then do this modification, get the exhaust sounding like whoa, and all these different things.
Cool, Abdullah?
Yeah, no, because he likes car. He plays he has a simulator as well, so he does like a lot of racing games and whatnot, and he's kind of like into cars, so
Yeah.
he's interested in it
You
from
can
that
talk to him
perspective.
then.
Yeah. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping
So
you.
right now I run a car group called DFW Muslim Car Enthusiasts,
Mm,
and we have about 50 members now, and we meet up once a week, or no, once a month. It
mm,
used to be once a week, but it died down because of college. Once a month, we go meet up for Maghrib, and
mm-hmm,
then we go out for to get food, and we come back by Isha, and then everyone goes home.
okay. And when you guys
So
meet up, y'all just talking about your cars, or what do y'all do?
we have like a small halakha for like 5-10 minutes, kind of like YM,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
then uh, and then we talk about cars pretty much the entire time.
Well, I mean, at least y'all started. That's actually really, really beautiful because y'all taking something that you like, and you are making sure you add in the religious and spiritual benefits. You guys pray together, and then you have that little religious reminder, and then y'all get into your car talks. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's beautiful. I feel like there's a lot more things like that we need. We need to just normalize that structure with okay. So we're not just gonna have a strict religious gathering where we just have a halaqah here.
Oh
We're
no,
gonna
so there's
have
non-Muslims that come as well.
oh word.
Uh, my goal with this group is to spread da'wah through cars.
That is
Uh,
beautiful.
there's like 5 or 6 other non-Muslims that just joined. One of them is actually now very serious about converting after
Wow.
comes to like every other event. But he lives in Austin.
Man, that's amazing. Yeah, definitely keep that up. Definitely keep that up. Allah put barakah in that for all of y'all. I
I mean,
mean, where do y'all do your gatherings?
we usually meet at either Qalam in
Mm,
Carrollton or Valley Ranch over here in Valley Ranch.
okay, that's pretty cool.
Sometimes we cruise together and we go from Maghrib at Valley Ranch
Mm-hmm.
and cruise to like Allen or
Mm-hmm.
cruise to like Plano
Mm.
or Carrollton and just get food along the way and just cruise from Maghrib to Isha.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a lot
That's
of fun.
nice. Yeah, it sounds like it. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. But man, I feel like I learned a lot about cars today, a lot about entrepreneurship, and just about networking in general. That things I just really didn't know, and opportunities that I just didn't realize. Because to be honest, I'm kind of at a phase in my life where I'm just like, uh, I'll talk to people when I need to. I'll go places when I need to. Otherwise, I'm staying home. I'm gonna stay home. I'll do my things. I'll do my work. Yada yada. I haven't really put any sort of emphasis on networking, but there's definitely some value and some benefit to it from the career perspective, from the personal perspective, and from the religious perspective as well. I never thought you could do dawah through cars. I never thought you could do dawah, talk to people about Islam through cars. That's amazing. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. But yeah, man. Any advice you'd give to people who are trying to start something and get something going? They have this passion and they just want to get something going, turned into something beneficial, maybe even a little profitable.
So for detailing,
Mm,
I didn't let, so most people, when they do detailing, they're like, no, I need a truck, I need a water tank, I need a generator, I need all this crazy equipment to start detailing.
mm,
You don't need any of that. Uh,
Mm,
I started detailing in a sedan, and I threw all these chemicals in the back of my car,
mm,
and I didn't have a water tank. I didn't have anything at all. I just had a pressure washer.
mm,
And before that, I just had two buckets, and I'd used their water, and I had some soap. And I just pretty much went from there. I bought a pressure washer, I bought chemicals, and then I bought a water tank. I was going to buy a truck, but that never happened.
mm,
And you don't need to let like these small little things hold you back. Here, there's always a way to find your way around like money constraints.
mm. So you just gotta think outside the box.
Yeah.
Man, that was inspiring. You said that in the most calm, monotone way, but it's still inspiring. Alhamdulillah. Man, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah and put blessings in all of your work and all of your efforts and all of your projects. You make them beneficial and fruitful and just grow amazing things and amazing results from all of them. Ameen,
I
ameen,
mean,
ameen. I appreciate your time, my man. Appreciate your time. And, you know, actually, I'm convinced I'm staying away from car meets now. I'm not trying to go down the rabbit hole.
I'll add Abdullah to the group though.
Yeah, you could take him down the rabbit hole. Just don't take me down there right now.
I'll give him a job as well, so he'll be set.
Oh, that works. That works. Get him out the house. Make him do something. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. But inshallah, appreciate you. Appreciate your time,
All right, welcome.
and thank you guys for tuning in to the Next Generation podcast. And we'll be seeing you soon. Peace out.